Hi, this is Mr. Estabrooks with another Autodesk Inventor lesson. Today we're going to continue with the Activity 7.2 drill block, and I'm going to show you how to dimension that part according to the instructions in the worksheet. Here's kind of where we left off. I've thrown in two dimensions to start with. That should be easy enough for you to do. Remember though, because this right side view is projected from the top view, this dimension here represents the overall depth, and this dimension here represents the overall height of the part. So the worksheet suggests using, what do you call it, chain dimensioning. So I click on dimension. Depending on what your ribbon looks like, you might see the chain dimension right in the ribbon, but I choose chain dimension, and then all I do is select from each feature from one to the next. So the edge of the part to that first hole to the second hole. Notice I'm selecting the feature, not the center mark, and then all the way over to the right edge. Right click continue. I drag those where I want them, and I still need to say right click create to finalize that. So now that's the completed chain dimensioning. Now notice it uses a different style. Instead of the arrowhead on every dimension, it uses the little dots. And in the worksheet, it actually has you only do the first 1, 2, 3, 4 dimensions and leaving off this fifth dimension. And then you put in the overall width. What I'm going to do is just another way to do it. I'm going to put in the overall width as what's called a reference dimension. And when you do a reference dimension, it pops this up. You can add the reference dimension indicator, those two parentheses around the dimension, and that makes it a reference dimension. Either way is fine. You can do it the way the worksheet shows you. It doesn't really matter, just so you get the hang of how to do chain dimensioning. Then the next thing we need to dimension is the location of the holes from front to back. Put that in, well, we'll bring that out past the cutting plane line. And that's about all you need. Oh wait, we need all the hole dimensions, don't we? I need to know how big the holes are in those hole features. So here's how you do that. Under dimension, no, actually right here next to the dimension function, you'll see hole notes or feature notes. So hole and thread notes is what we want here. And if you do that, use that instead of the regular dimensioning. Now all we have to do is touch the hole, and it automatically adds all of our hole notes for the counterbore, countersink, threads, whatever else we have. It automatically puts the depth dimension on there. Notice you got to work with it a little bit to spread things out so everything's legible. So I'll move that over there a little bit. And we can relocate these views to suit our needs. Bring that down a little bit. And now I can kind of stagger these somewhat. Something like that will do fine. Whoops. Okay. And essentially that's how you dimension this part, using that special feature notes and hole and thread notes. This is Mr. Estabrooks. Thanks for watching.